Okay, here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing episode 18 of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. Now, this is an episode where, like, the previous episode teaser showed that, oh, Boon Violet would be fighting the other Boonboomgers. But no, that's not really the case. Like, he has, like, a little fight with Boon Red, but it's not really him fighting the whole team. But speaking of, our Sixth Ranger, Boon Violet, we actually discovered that he had a friend on Earth, and he still has a friend, but the friend is also married, and he hasn't seen his friend in a good while. We also discovered that Boon Violet was holding on to this card that that one of the villains took, and we also learned that this card belonged to his friend in question, and that's the whole reason why Boon Violet is in that little fight with Boon Red, and after, like, a little emotional talk where, like, I felt like I was going to cry, thankfully I didn't, but, he decides, you know what, these Hashelin villains, if that's the right way to say it, yeah, these guys are kind of pissing me off, so you know what, screw them, I'm going to work for you guys now. So, we also get a new Zord for the evil Megazord, which is technically, like, the previous, like, one of the previous monsters that came back to life and is... okay, so basically there was this sword that was turned into a monster, it was defeated, and in this episode it's brought back, and after it's, like, put into its, like, giant mode, instead of being, like, a giant mode, or a giant version of the monster itself, it's instead, like, an evil version of, like, one of the Zords that makes up the Knight combination for Boondorio. And, it's essentially just a giant version of the sword that created the, sword monster. So, we also discovered that, Boon Violet's Megazord can fly. And basically what he does is, like, because another thing to mention, like, the new sword of the evil Megazord can fly as well. So, the evil Megazord's sword and Boon... and Boon D or Boon Violet's Megazord, they, like, fly around the city, and, like, Boon Violet is able to get his Megazord to, like, get the sword to fly at the evil Megazord, and you would probably think, oh, where does the sword hit the evil Megazord? The sword goes up the evil Megazord's butt, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking, it was really funny, but, which, you know, if you want to see my, full reaction of this episode, it will be in my Patreon. Or the link to it will be in the description that will lead you to the Patreon. So yeah. After that, so he has officially joined the Boonboomgers. And after the little song and dance, which he's still not a part of yet, we get to see the next episode where we discover that the weapons of the main Megazord and the Sixth Ranger Megazord can be swapped. AKA, the main Megazord can use the weapons and the flight ability of the Sixth Ranger Megazord, and the Sixth Ranger Megazord can use the weapons of the main Megazord. So sadly, we don't get to see them combine yet, but when we do get to that, I'm going to be really excited. So yeah, I give this episode 6 out of 7 stars. So anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!